Hey guys, Zoto for Life here, bringing you guys my thoughts on the rest of this stuff. So let's go over this. So shining number, no, at number S0, Utopic Z. I think that's supposed to be a reference to Dragon Ball Z. Just saying. Light Warrior Exceed effect, rank 0, question mark attack defense. 3 number monsters of the same rank to go into it. I'm pretty much sure if you go with that way, the exceed materials on the number monsters do not go onto this thing. But if you can also exceed summon this card by using one rank up magic spell card, by discarding it, and using a Utopia monster you control as exceed materials. Exceed materials attached to it also attached onto this too. The exceed summon of this card cannot be negated. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to its exceed summon. And this card gains 1,000 attack and defense for each exceed material attached to it. And once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can detach one exceed material from this card. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects during this turn. So I can have a 4,000, 5,000, or 6,000 even beat stick that can detach exceed material to make it to where you cannot do anything during that turn. Basically. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's continue on. Mascural Blast. Awesome name, kind of meh effect. Level 6, 2200 attack. Wind Warrior Fusion effects. Must be special summoned by Master Chains. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. If this card is special summoned, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, which its attack becomes half its current attack. Once per turn during your player's turn, you can pay 500 life points and target a spell trap card your opponent controls, and return it to the hand. He's, again, kind of meh. That second effect, though, is actually pretty good because you can bounce stuff during your opponent's turn. You can also get rid of problematic cards that like you don't want to destroy, like Cleveland Sacrifice or whatever it's called. So, Red Eyes Tracer Dragon. I'm assuming this guy's supposed to be like a better version of Red Eyes Wyvern, but this thing has different attack and defense, so yeah, he's not a retrained version of it. Level 4, 1700 attack, 1600 defense, or at least I think that's different attack and defense than Wyvern. If a level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster or monsters you control is destroyed by opponent's attack or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand and face up defense position. And if you do, special summon as many of the destroyed monsters as possible in the same battle position. I'm assuming that means that in the battle position that like they were in before, like when they were destroyed. You can tribute this card during your main phase. This turn, you can normal summon a Red Eyes monster in addition to your normal summoner set. You can only get this effect once per turn. I like this card, I just don't know if I'd actually play it or not. Mostly because the build that I've been going for plays pretty much no level 4s unless I'm playing the the ritual build, in which case I play 2 Manjus. So yeah, I'm not very sure how many of those guys I'm going to play, if any. Now this guy I like a lot. Stardust Spark Dragon. I'm hoping this thing is not going to be as hard to get as Quasar was at the beginning. But anyways, so Light Dragon Synchro Effect, level 12, 4,000 attack, 4,000 defense. I'm honestly surprised he's not a wind since I believe Stardust Dragon Cypher is a wind. Oh wait, no, Cypher is a light, isn't he? I don't know. Anyways. No, wait, no. Spark Dragon. I don't know. Anyways, 1 tuner synchro monster and 2 or more non-tuner synchro monsters. So yeah, same summoning condition as good old Quasar. Must be synchro summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Each card you control cannot be destroyed in battle or affected once per turn, which is pretty good. Once per turn, you can use the first turn when an opponent's monster effect is activated. You can negate that effect, and if you do, destroy 1 card on the field. So I can negate my opponent's 101 and then pop another card. Pretty good. I like this card a lot. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target a level 8 or lower Stardust monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Now, the funny thing about that effect is that you can actually use like Burial from a different dimension to put them back in your graveyard and use it again. So yeah, you can abuse it in that way. Really good card. Honestly, I don't know how much people would play this over Quasar, or if people would play Quasar over this. I will say this though, I was playtesting on YGO Pro Salvation, and somebody summoned both of these guys out on me, this guy and Quasar, and yeah, it was not fun. Just wish the replay was not corrupted. And then we have Overset Magician. Lots of magician stuff. Okay, so light monst spellcaster pendulum effect. P skill 2, level 7, 2000 attack, 2500 defense. Pendulum effect. Once per turn, you can reveal a pendulum monster in your hand, and then target a magician card in your pendulum zone. And that target's pendulum scale becomes the same scale as the revealed monster's pendulum scale until the end of this turn. This is really useful in like cases of like using like if you're using like creation and destruction, and like creation, I think yeah, it's creation. It becomes 4 if like here, or if you have more cards than your opponent, so that can be really useful. Monster effect. During the turn, this card is pendulum summoned while it is face up. Magician, pendulum of monsters you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. His monster effects, okay. I don't know. Again, I don't know how many of these guys, if any, I would play, but he's still a pretty decent card. And yeah, now we're gonna switch over here. This thing is awesome looking. Sadly, we don't know the effect. His name is Anti-Hope, the God of Despair. I did check out his manga effect, and he kind of looks like a lot like Albus the Tormentor. It's like dark and grim looking. And his manga effect is your opponent cannot exceed summon. Now, as you can see, there's a lot more text in this than just that. So I'm assuming he's going to have some crazy special effect like to summon him. And he's probably going to have some sort of effect that makes it to where not only your opponent cannot exceed summon, but he might have, they might expand on that and make it to where your opponent can't fusion or synchro either, which would be interesting. Also in the manga, he had 5,000 attack and defense. So yeah, that's a thing. There's Joker. I already went over all this in the other video. Okay, there we go. Super heavy samurai noose to earth machine effect. 1,000 attack, 1,000 defense, and he's level 10. If you have no spell trap cards in your graveyard, you can spell summon this card from your hand. After this card was spell summoned this way, you cannot spell summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except super heavy samurai monsters. You can tribute this card to activate one of the following effects. Excuse me. Destroy one card in your opponent's spell trap card zone. Then you can set that destroyed card to your side of the field. Pretty good. Destroy one card in your opponent's pendulum skill zone. Then you can place that destroyed card into your pendulum zone. So, this thing is not only a walking MST, but it also steals the card that was destroyed. I think this thing is basically a mandatory 3-of, because that is one thing with the deck that it's had a problem with, is spell and trap card destruction, and that you have to rely on Susanoo to steal your opponent's MSTs so you can use it. The problem with this is that if your opponent's smart, they're not going to use the MSTs. Not only that, but also there are some times where you're not going to be able to get to Susanoo before your opponent gets to whatever gives you problems, like skill drain hurts this deck so much, and now this deck actually has it out because you can tribute. Because since he tributes himself, the effect resolves into graveyard, so he's not under skill drain anymore whenever he's in grave. So yeah, I think this guy's a mandatory 3-of. Then we have super heavy samurai Yaku. That's what I'm gonna call him. Level 5, Earth Machine effect, 1200 attack, 1800 defense. You can only use the second effect once per turn. If you have no spell trap cards, you can spell summon them, blah blah blah. After this card is spell summon, you cannot spell summon anything except for super heavy samurais. If you have no spell trap cards in your graveyard, you can tribute this card. Spell summon up to 2 monsters from your hand to your opponent's side of the field in defense position. Then draw 1 card for each monster summoned this way. My problem with this card is that it summons 2 monsters from your hand to your opponent's side of the field. Unless they do something that like really makes that worth it, like I don't know, super heavy that says while you have this card on the field you cannot special summon or something, I don't know. I really can't think of a way that this would actually be beneficial. I suppose what you can do is you can special summon something to your opponent's side of the field and use Battle Ball to, you know, sync with it. But that's about all I can really think of using it. I like the drawing effect though. This card I like quite a bit too. Covenant of the Mistaken Seal. Trap continuous once per turn. If you control a DD monster, you can activate this effect. Till the end of the turn, this negate all effects, negate all trap effects on the field except this card. Okay. During each of your standby phases, you take 1,000 damage. So yeah, go ahead and negate your Phoenix Chain, and negate your Mirror Force, and negate whatever you want. You cannot use it. Its effect is negated. I would like to know what fusion monster this is over here. Honestly, just out of curiosity. Um, Another thing that I like about this is, if I remember right, in the anime, it's actually copied the effect of a trap card, and I'm kind of happy they didn't keep that because that'd be a bit overpowered. Okay, here we go. New archetype, Specter Cat. Wind, Spellcaster, Pendulum Effect, P skill 2, level 3, 100 attack, 1800 defense. No Pendulum Effect, which is weird. Monster Effect. You can only use the first effect once per turn. When this card is normal or spell summon, you can activate this effect. During the end phase of this turn, add one Specter card from your deck to your hand. This card cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Okay, so I have an 1800 Stratos, so it can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Then we have Specter Raccoon. And by the way, this thing's adorable. So is this thing. Well, not so much this thing, but this thing's adorable. Same thing, no Pendulum Effect. P skill 5, level 3, 1200 attack, 900 defense. Basically, same thing. So this thing searches out a Specter monster. And he, again, cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects or destroyed. So basically, what this archetype is, it's a bunch of. Well, so far, judging by the first two, is that there are monsters that are wind beasts that, yeah, cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects and can search out other stuff. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Specter Storm, spelled normal. Tribute a wind spellcaster monster you control. Oh, wait, they're spellcasters? Oh, I completely glanced over that. They look like beasts. Tribute one wind spellcaster monster you control, and target a monster your opponent controls, shuffled into the deck. The sheer fact that this does not say anything about once per turn. So, okay, I can summon out 3 of these guys. Activate 3 of these, shuffle 3 monsters my opponent controls back into the deck. And then, again, this thing as well. Specter Tornado. Tribute a wind spellcaster monster you control, then target a monster your opponent controls and banish it. Oh, that's just ridiculous. And I think that's it for the new cards that I have. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about Golden Stardust over here. Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon. Awesome looking, I swear. It reminds me of that Digimon, I think it's Femon's, like, ultimate, like, yeah, evolution. He, like, turns golden and stuff. He turned into it in the movie. I can't remember what he was called. I think it was something, what was it? I think it was, like, Golden Vemon or something. I hope it's not as generic as that. Anyways, so, Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon. Again, beautiful. And this is the last, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's manga promo. I'm just kind of sad that now that it's ending, but since that's ending, there's a good chance that the Arc V manga will start up within the next year or so. So, Light Dragon Synchro Effect. Level 10, 3000 attack, 2500 defense. Needs a tuner synchro monster and one or more non-tuner synchro monsters to go into. So basically, you have the option of either going into this guy or shooting Star Dragon, I think is what he's called. I can't remember. Must be synchro summoned and cannot be spell summoned by other ways, sadly. Once per turn, during your first turn, you can banish one synchro monster from your graveyard. Until the end of this turn, this card is unaffected by other card effects. Oh, that's hilarious. If this card is destroyed by your opponent, either by battle or by card effect. Okay, so if like you run out of synchro monsters for his fuel, you can target one of your banished dragon type synchro monsters and special summon it. This card is really, really, really good. I think he looks, first of all, he looks really, really cool. And I just love this effect. Okay, so I can basically become immune to everything. And I don't really care what you do, and if you do kill me, I summon Stardust Dragon from my Banner Zone. That's basically what this thing does. Now, sadly, if it was not for this must be synchro summon part, you could probably like do a loop with this thing and Stardust Zephyr Dragon. Wait, no, this is level 10. Never mind. So anyways, guys, tell me what you think about these new cards. I can't wait to get to play these, at least on YGO Pro or Devpro or something. I like just about everything that has been revealed. So guys, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.